Hello everyone, I'm DM Pat. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Grand Quest. Here's our wonderful players.
Hey everyone, I'm Mithril, and I play Kain, our resident broody half-vampire ranger.
Hello, my name is Yone, and I will be playing Zoe, the Fathomless Warlock, an obscure, tentacly character hoping to embed himself into the party.
Hello, I'm Kelly. I play Syphina, a Sucker of Stars druid and grave cleric, who has been tasked by Tenelith to balance the scales of life and death.
Hey everyone, I'm Isaac, also known as Rapid Pup, and I voice Sif, the man trapped in a wolf's body for a crime he committed.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I play Trevor, the grumpy Oath of Vengeance paladin who is just trying not to die while he figures out the truth about what happened to his family.
Hi, I'm Wayne. I play Gorez, a fighting rogue who decided to step out of his brother's shadow, start his own gang somewhere else.
Hi everybody, my name's Bridger, and I am playing Oscar, a wild druid with memory loss.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Grand Quest. A lot happened last episode and last time. They had left the tavern to go investigate the relic in the church, and Sif broke away, coming back, finding out that Trick was severely injured and ended up dying from her injuries. He rushed panically to Syphina for help. He ended up meeting another aspect of death and encountering Mikkel, the other side of Tenelith again. She chose not to help and chose not to save Trick, based on some things that had happened there. Sif didn't like this when she came back and said that she couldn't help, or she chose not to help. So he fought the coin out of her hand and did it himself, making a deal with Mikkel. This is unknown to Syphina, but there is a clear tension and a bit of a moment there. But while this is going on, the man who stabbed Kain and was basically like, if you're the son of Craven, one of the cardinal families, then you must prove it. The grounds won't let you die. So they tested that, and he got stabbed, evaporating into nothing, only to be brought back by the grounds after witnessing what lies beyond the veil for Kain. The absence of anything. Nothing waits for Kain on the other side. Kain followed him down so that he may interact with the artifact, discovering what lay beneath is a massive, realm where people live without fear of death, sickness, suffering, war, none of that. By protection of Geb, the elemental that these people worship. However, Kain found Geb in almost a lucid dream-like state. He discovered Geb, a massive hulking figure of stone and earth, sitting at the edge of this realm, staring into the very void Kain stared into. With an insight check, Kain found that this being wishes for this to end and regrets his decision to create this realm, and is slowly gaining a bit of pain and hatred for those he had saved. And as Kain was peering into this situation, a familiar voice was heard. As Kain turned around, he saw his old handler and friend, Aster, as he said, "Hey there, buddy." And we ended the session. And that's where we're going to pick back up. Kain, you're looking into the soft, kind blue eyes of Aster. His neat white beard, blonde, streaked with white, and his armor as like the last moment you saw him. However, his armor is slightly different. It's more worn, more beaten and battered. His sword is missing. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? You're supposed to be dead.
Silence. An awkward silence as Astra looks down at the ground. And you're supposed to be at the capital. In the kingdom still. You're not supposed to be here.
Here as in this church, this realm, this land. You're not dead!
There's
I watched you die.
I'm aware. And, that's... Can't... There's a lot of things that you're gonna figure out and find out, I guess, now that you're here. I'm guessing you know who your father is now, being that you are here.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Have you...
Did you know?
He nods. Yeah, I've known. Look. I was sent to figure out what was going on with this thing here. And then I stumbled upon you, which is not what I was wanting. I would appreciate it if you leave, Kain. This isn't something you should deal with.
What?
This isn't your choice. You don't need to be here. You can go home.
No, I can't. There's no way back.
There's always a way back, Kain. There's so much that you have not been told, and I would love to sit down like we used to and have conversations like we used to, but that's just not going to be able to happen anymore. And I would very much appreciate it if you stepped away from the elemental.
You mean the thing that's suffering? The creature that wants to die?
Step away from it.
Why?
It's not something you need to know.
I'm really, really tired of people telling me what I need to know, what I don't need to know. So
Let me tell you
I'm
this a little bit.
not going
Kain,
step away.
if
from the
this is the
element.
path you wish to take, you will find every bit of answer down the road. But right now, you need to step away from that elemental. Everything else will be explained to you down the road. That I can promise. But I doubt that you will want any of it. Ignorance is bliss, Kain. And if you want to ever have the hopes of a happy life and a lot of things that you will regret doing to not happen, tell your handler to take you home.
I want to go home. I don't want to go back to that prison.
Then can you do me a favor if you're gonna go down this path and at least make one last choice that is gonna save you a lot of pain and suffering and a lot of problems, and just go. Go back. You have friends out there. I'm sure of it. I've seen them. They're currently dealing with some situations. I'm not sure if two of them are going to fight or not, but they could use you, and you don't need to make this choice that you, I'm sure, are going to make. Let me make it. Let me be the bad guy.
What do you mean, be the bad?
Let me kill the elemental. So your hands are not stained with its blood, so that you are not to blame. I tried to make you ignorant of this situation as well, but you are being stubborn as you always do.
From what I've been told, only myself and my father can turn this thing. So I don't think you get the choice.
He
to take
reaches
this
to
from
his
me.
side and pulls a dagger out that has the Craven family sigil on it. I'm aware. I've come with permission to do so. I don't want to have to harm you, Kain. But I will if you will not leave. And if you're in here when this thing goes down, you won't be able to leave. That's another thing I'm trying to save you from. But you're being stubborn.
If I wouldn't be able to leave, doesn't that mean you won't be able to leave?
I'm not of blood relation. This dagger won't be able to leave. As you see, it's slick with like a crimson dripping substance, and its handle has a vial of blood in it. But I can leave. I hope I don't, but I have other things that I need to do.
I want to insight this because I don't know that he's like. I don't want to leave without this elemental dying.
Yeah, you can go ahead and insight it.
Okay, that's a 17, but these aren't Kane's dice. So.
As far as you can tell, and you know Aster very well, when he gets a certain look in his eyes, and he doesn't make any kind of joke or anything like that, he's dead serious. And he hasn't made a single joke. His eyes are stern and direct. As far as you can tell, he means to kill this thing.
Son of a bitch. Alright, fine. You can kill the damn thing.
But do you start to move and leave?
It's almost like he's kind of stuck there because he's just kind of staring at Aster like, I can't tell if this is fucking real or not. I don't... Oh... I have so many fucking questions. And I am so pissed off at you right now.
I deserve it.
And Syphina's gonna be pissed off at you too.
Yeah. I'd appreciate it if, to her, I just stayed dead. She doesn't need to know. Not yet, anyways. But you do what you want to.
No. Last time someone told me she didn't need to know, I got slapped in the fucking face.
Look, Kain, I'm not telling you what not to say to her. I'm simply just telling you what my desire is. It's not like it's my deathbed desire or anything. Not yet. So, if you could please, it was great seeing you. And I'm glad that you seem to have grown up since I last saw you. And I'm glad that you finally know who your father is. It wasn't easy keeping that from you. It wasn't easy keeping the church away from you. Especially after you went and got a best friend, quote unquote, from the church. That really complicated things. I don't have any problems with it, actually, to be fair. Probably the happiest I saw you be in a very long time, and I think it helped you. So, tell Syphina that something I didn't really get to say before the whole situation, but thank you for helping, Kain. Now, if you could please leave, so I can take care of this. So, are you going to leave? I really don't like having to pressure you and push you and nag you, but that was always my role, and like I said, it's my role until I truly die.
I was gonna say, you did it quite often for not liking it.
I never really liked it. To be honest, when we first were paired together, I never really liked you, but
Ouch.
you grew on me.
Fuck off.
I really wish you would. I don't like being
I'm gonna punch him.
He takes it.
Yeah, I figured he would.
And it confirmed your suspicion, your worry. He's there. Standing right before you. His jaws hard as ever.
Yeah, I normally go after him with claws. Yeah, that didn't help.
It would have been better if you would have just thought of me as just an illusion in your mind. But, had to go and confirm it, didn't you? By the way, gotten a little stronger. That one actually kind of hurt.
One of these days, I would shoot you in the ass cheek.
His
And he
eye.
will turn.
Yeah. As you turn and walk away, Aster's head hangs low, mumbling, "That day's gonna come a whole lot sooner than you think." As you are about to leave, he yells over to you, and right as you begin to vanish from this realm, Next time we see each other, it'll be a lot different. And I want you to know I'm sorry. As you disappear from the realm, the heart is beating, and stops as it drops from the place it was floating. As the realm around begins to crumble, the sounds of all that live in this realm begin to scream in suffering as they all bear witness to death and its endless, all-consuming self. The man that is with you yells, "So you've decided to turn it off?" as the bridge begins to crumble. "Very well. You should leave," as he vanishes into play.
Yep. I'm gonna go across the bridge.
Trevor, you can peer into the void of darkness as it drops. You see momentary realm of lusciousness crumbling and shattering. The screams of thousands and thousands of people come bursting through the doorway as Kain is sprinting across the stone bridge that is collapsing, a massive heart crumbling and dropping. As he makes it through, that area becomes desolate. Nothing but a cave.
I'm gonna like grab him by the arm and I'm pulling him along, not wanting to get caught up in any of this. And I look at him, I'm like, what the fuck happened in there?
One, get your fucking hands off me. And he will kind of pull himself from your grip.
Yeah.
He does not look okay, by the way. He looks very, very shaken, and it almost looks like he's getting ready to cry. One, that wasn't whatever is keeping the undead out. Two, pretty sure if we left it on, whatever it used to be would have turned against us.
Rayboard just kind of nods as he's like letting go of Kain, but kind of like ushering them along. He looks at Kain and he goes, "You're obviously not okay. Whatever it is you saw in there, whatever happened in there, we'll talk about it in a little bit. Right now, let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
As you move through the church, the cathedral here, the church, not really a cathedral, but the church, you were pretty sure there was a lot of people here. Now there is only piles of clay. As we move over to Syphina, Sif, Zoe, and Theric, though Theric is not here, not Theric, Gorez. Gorez is not here for tonight, but it's okay. He's watching, ever vigilant. As you two are now staring at each other, the last words that were spoken by Sif, I believe, were, "I made a choice."
I made the choice you wouldn't.
Yeah, I made the choice you wouldn't.
I asked, what choice was that?
Let me ask. Sif doesn't look happy. He's gonna look down to Trick, and then look back to Syphina. DM, this is where I'm asking. I don't know who that guy was, right?
You saw him in the church, in the graveyard at that church at Grave.
So Sif remembers that.
You've
Yeah.
heard her identify him as Mikkel, because you've encountered him, but we've encountered him at least twice.
Yeah. I know we've seen him as the beggar, but okay.
Oh,
So,
no, you didn't see him
he's
as
not
the
a beggar.
beggar.
He's not a beggar.
Yeah, he's not the beggar.
No.
Mikkel is the guy
So-
with white hair, blindfold, who had turned the
Out of mix up with somebody else.
that one necromancer into a lich, and had caused the whole Colryn situation, and was also first introduced at the graveyard in Grave, who was digging graves and then had undead attack you, basically having a familiarity with Syphina, even though Syphina didn't know who he was.
So, just to reiterate with that, I would know who the fuck this is then.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the
You
person who
heard-
seems to be a problem person,
For
a bad
Syphina.
guy for Syphina.
You've heard her
Ooh.
identify him as Mikkel.
Okay, so
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I know him on first name basis.
Yes.
Whatever you wouldn't give, I'm guessing you wouldn't give Mikhail. One day he's gonna come for me for it.
Sophia looks at you very confused. He wanted me to give a coin. What did he want you to give him?
I'll find out one day.
Wait, you made a deal without determining what that deal entails.
Oh, a favor. A deal versus favor is two different things. He could say, "Hey, I could kill
Sif,
Syphina." What? Let me finish. He
You-
could say, "I could
you
kill
haven't
Syphina." You go ahead and finish then, Syphina. Finish your thought.
You have not been human for more than a day, and you've already made a deal, an unknown deal, with another being that you don't really understand. This is not good. I'm glad Trick's back, but that was not. Oh, there was a reason why I said no. I'm sorry, but there was a reason.
He looks back down to Trick.
She's still like reasserting herself, like just kind of like breathing, and is kind of propped up and sitting up.
I would
So I'm not dead.
I was gonna say this.
Yeah.
I would apologize to you, Syphina, but if the tables were turned, I would have done it again. And then I'm sorry. What did Trick say?
I was just saying that I was just trying to clarify that am I alive?
Of course you're alive. I mean,
Thank you.
Rose. I
going
mean, this
to-
isn't heaven. Maybe hell.
I'm going to
Oh,
kneel
honestly, it's
beside
better
her.
than wherever
I'm
that was.
to place my hand on her and give her
Is she
channel something into her.
cutting out for all the rest of you guys, or just me?
I did hear it cut out right now.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear
So
me?
go ahead. Go ahead and
Sorry.
say that again.
All right, so I'm going to kneel beside her and I'm going to place my hand on her and just channel some healing. I don't know. I mean, I would assume she has at least one hit, right? So I'm just going to put something.
It shocks you and
To try to
inflicts
touch her?
damage to you
Okay, how much damage?
as much as you would heal.
Okay, that was 11. I'm going to
You're still
pull
up,
my
right?
hand back. I have 30. I have 32 hit points. I'm going to pull my hand back. I'm like, that's disturbing.
Huh?
And I'm going to
What?
look around for the coin. Where's the coin?
Still in Sif's hand.
Is Sif to have it?
But she's looking.
I'm gonna.
He's gonna open his hand. I'm sorry for snatching it from you like that, but I hope one day you will understand.
I hope I don't need to understand one day. But I'm going to. I look at the coin in his hand and I just look up at him. I was like, "Do me a favor. Give that to Trevor when you see him. I don't think I should touch it. That said something to me, and I think I need to be careful."
Could I notice that she got hurt during that?
Yeah.
Syphina, who was that other guy? Was that like the Grim Reaper or some shit?
Did he look like a shadow guy with skeletal face, half a skeletal face?
That's what he
Oh,
looked like,
was
right,
he-
DM?
So Mikkel, the one who
No,
was like
Mikkel.
kneeling. Oh, the big
judge.
guy.
Judge.
The judge. No, he's the keeper. The judge is both. Is both technically Syphina and Mikkel, but it's Tenelith is the judge. The keeper is what you saw, which was yes, he
Keeper.
had half a very decrepit, malnourished, like Shatter Kai face, with the other half being skeletal.
Who was that big guy with the half skeleton face? Was that the Grim Reaper?
I suppose that was the keeper of death. Apparently, there
What?
were multiple levels of death. Ten, me, and Mikkel are judges of death, but that was a keeper of death. So I suppose once a soul is judged by me and Mikkel, then the keeper takes it. Something. I'm still uncertain about that. That was my first time encountering him. But he doesn't like me. Not now.
He didn't seem like a very happy person. I mean, you don't think
He's not very happy
he-
to have souls away from him.
he didn't do this to you, did he?
What? What? Do what?
The whole. I mean, you don't seem like you can heal right now. That's what I could tell, right, from seeing.
It seems as if.
I'm going to reach.
Yeah, you can
I'm going to
assume that
reach out
if you
to
like.
Sif. I'm going to reach out to Sif and try to heal him. Just to test
Yeah.
it.
You heal Sif.
12.
Yeah,
Well,
you heal
I can
Sif.
still heal.
Yep.
I don't think I can heal her because I'm gonna like leaning close to Sif, talk quiet. I don't think to hear us. I'm like, she wasn't meant to come back, and I don't think that she. I know I can't heal her now, but I don't think anyone will be able to heal her. If you understand what I mean. If she's injured again. And I step back.
What does Trick have to say to us? Sif's gonna look down to Trick.
I said
Forget it.
Like,
Oh, she's
you
like
looked
quietly.
at-
So she
Yeah.
quit it here. Okay, okay.
I said quietly.
That's why I was.
I said
Yes,
it-
okay.
Yeah. She has
Trick.
cat ears though. She hear. Just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Trick.
She's also distracted and confused.
Right.
What?
Because of Syphina, you have an extra life. Do whatever the best you can to not waste it. Make the best of it. And who were those guards that attacked you? We would have to take care of that if you want to live another long life.
Actually, Sif, that's a matter. I know the answer to that. That's a matter we need to talk about. But I'm gonna look back at a church. We have another.
And as you
issue.
look back at the church, the person who's standing next to Zoe, who's followed him, the cleric female, the cleric woman, she suddenly looks off and looks up at Zoe. He goes, you all should leave the church, as she crumbles into clay.
Now,
Everyone
they're in
on the
church, right?
grounds. Yeah, you're kind of like on the border, but everyone on the every single person that was here originally begins to crumble into clay as the very building begins to fall, and coming out from the front doors of the church, bursting out is Trevor and Kain, as the church behind them shatters into a mound of rubble and clay. The very
So who's
ground
gonna watch
begins
this?
to shake as it begins to collapse into itself, falling into the very chasm below.
What were you saying, Syphina?
Syphina's watching. She's like, that's not good.
I was right
and
here,
she's gonna
okay?
look up. She's going to
Trevor
look
and
up.
Kain are just like the anime rushing as fast
Indiana
as they can to
Jones.
get away from something. Yeah.
Syphina's gonna look up at the dome and see if the dome is still nice though above the city.
Say, oh no, it's gone. The ward
that's
is
not
gone.
good.
And as that is happening, a certain Durgar, a Durgar man, approaches Sif and Syphina in panic, as if because the very ward that is protecting this place, that he came to help you guys ensure stays on, is now off. Hulk, can you introduce your character?
So what you guys see before you is a very stout Durgar wearing darker clothing, like armor. he looks as though obviously he's terrified right now of what he's been seeing, but at the same time he you could tell there's a bit of experience there. He looks a little older. And has a gigantic double-bladed scimitar and great axe on his back.
And
And
you're
he just
running
kind of
just right up
runs.
to us?
Yeah, well, y'all seen what's going on?
Kind of hard to fucking miss it. And who are you
Yeah.
talking-
Y'all part of this?
I was standing outside.
What is that
I
supposed
did
to
not
mean?
do that. Okay. As I look over to Trevor and them running towards us.
You guys approach them, and you guys would remember that Ilvasar did tell you that there was a friend that he had called in to help you to join up with you guys and to replace Oscar. That he would eventually need your guys' help down the road, but he's willing to help you guys now, and to look out for a Duragar. But yeah, as Trevor and Kain and Gorez get out of the area, Zoe, do you also move out of the area, or do you let it consume you?
No, I move out.
Okay.
I have a map to move.
Yeah. As you guys exit the church area, it collapses into a crater where you can see bits and pieces of towns beneath there.
Kain, what happened?
One, that wasn't what was keeping the undead out.
The dome is gone.
Yes, I am aware. I can see that. That's not what was keeping the undead out.
Okay, go on.
So they're up here
The
too.
artifact is also dead.
I thought I told you to make sure they didn't shut it off. What happened? Can I?
Someone shut it off.
I want to insight Kain.
I don't think you even need to.
23.
He does not
No,
look
no.
okay.
He does not look okay. He looks
It-
very shaken.
Here's a way to put it. It looks like he's just seen a ghost.
Yeah, quite literally.
Kain, I know you're not
Hmm.
okay. She just gives you the look. You've seen this look before. You have seen this look 1,000 times before when you've tried to hide something, or even try not to, but it's reading you thoroughly.
Don't give me that look.
All
Right
right,
now is not the time.
I know. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, I guess we need to figure out what's going on.
I'd say, says Bradley. What the hell happened? I thought you were gonna stop the ward from dropping.
What the hell?
What's going on? Did they get to it before you could?
Yes.
Trevor's just looking at King.
Fuck. All right. We need to get the people out. We need to evacuate. We don't know if
One
Callister's
second.
coming.
Send them to Runeswick.
Syphina,
Send
you
them-
didn't tell Sif who it was, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay,
Not yet.
perfect.
That's what I'm like. 1 second.
What? We don't really have a second. He could be here at any moment.
Yes, but what if they're already here? And she's looking at him.
What?
Apparently,
I'm not
some of
quite
your
sure what you're-
guards, some of your guards were sent to kill Spit Trick with that entire combat
Who?
thing we had recently. Why?
Wait, who did they kill?
I'm
This
okay,
cat?
Trick. Why would you send your people to kill her?
I didn't.
Well, then you have traitors in your midst because they did.
I'm sure of it. To be honest, all the people that now work for Callister once worked for me. I'm almost sure of it. But I didn't think that there would be any more because all of them are the ones that I would have trusted, but I made a naive decision to trust them still. He kneels down. I know, and looks directly at somewhat at Sif and at Trick because they're
We
both
would've
like
pointed
right
out.
there.
Yeah.
He like kneels down. I'm very sorry that not my men, that these traitors were to harm you. I am glad that you are okay, and I really don't know what to do in this situation. You seem alive. Is there anything I can do to make up for it rather quickly, or would you like a
Insight check.
IOU? Yeah, go ahead.
18. If I see any little fucking doubt of that, I hope you know.
Can I insight him too? I mean, I know he's not talking to me, but I'm standing though.
As you are
Good
listening
pause.
to this man talk, you spot in his eye a small bit of movement in the corner, like a small tadpole tail.
Who sees that?
Stiff.
Oh shit.
I don't really know what I can do, but if you're
I'm gonna
okay
attack
with
his
it,
eye.
go roll it to hit.
Can I spend a Oh, do I want to spend a DM token?
If you do, I will allow it to be a crit.
I spend the DM token. We pay to win here.
Yeah. Well, you do good playership to win.
Liar! And I'm gonna straight for that.
Yeah. What are you attacking him with?
Rapier, straight in the eye.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll that. You
Quick
stab him
dodge.
clear in the eye.
16.
Yeah. Goes right into his eye as he stumbles back with the rapier, and it like slides out as he moves back. His eye coming out with it, this necrotic like root system holding onto the eye until the very last moment. Oh, fuck! God damn it! Why'd you do that? Son of a bitch! I'll kill you! As he draws his sword half blind and goes after Sif.
Can I use my move?
Can
Can I
I
move this speech?
jump
Can I-
in here?
Yeah, that's not gonna fucking fly.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
hoping that Agnes is awake enough because Agnes is coming out and I'm.
I have mobile.
Yeah, I mean, you can, if you crawl away, it leaves Trick open and
Fuck you.
vulnerable.
Okay, he's gonna
like
stand his ground.
Trevor is stepping between this guy and Trick. Like he
Yeah,
has to
I'm-
go through Trevor to get
I'm-
to Trick.
I'm pulling Lamia out, knocking an arrow in.
Hey,
I
DM,
need. What's up, Hulk?
As soon as I see that necrotic energy come out,
Mm-hmm.
everyone sees Edmund grow in size as I cast enlarge on myself.
Let's fucking go.
Or I use my ability for my Duragar to do that. I don't know if it still considers casting the spell or not, but
It's all good. Yeah. What do you do? We have one person going to stab, one person shooting. What are you doing? He is like, it's hard. I'm gonna say you can't step in between him, Trevor, because he is really close to Sif. Like his sword is coming down for Sif.
That's all right. In that case, what I want to do is I want to flavor this as my Shield Master reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack. And basically, what's happening is I'm like trying to body check into this guy as I'm bringing Agnes out and saying, "You need to wake the fuck up. We got shit going on," and attacking with.
All right, Edmund, what are you doing? You grew big. What are you doing?
you hear him scream out, "For God!" And he is going to rage. And I see Trevor running after him to tackle him. I want to follow suit. But now that I am considered large, I would like to pin him to the ground.
Very well, restraint. Okay, as he almost like his hand begins to like bubble and shake, his hand that's not holding the sword, he swings down for Sif. I'm guessing Sif puts up his weapon in a block.
Essentially, try to feint parry or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, like you could.
And then suddenly he gets slammed by the shield, and then full bore tackled to the ground by this massive Duragar, and an arrow is shot directly into him, igniting him as he screams out for Callister.
Oh.
I have a question.
And-
Where the fuck is Ilvistar during this whole
Ilvisar?
stuff? Yeah.
Edmund just saw him over at the library helping people into it to be healed. But yeah, he's on the ground.
This
He's on
is
fire.
Bradley,
And
right?
This is Bradley.
Mhm.
Yes, Bradley is now on fire, and he's screaming out as the root systems begin to reach out of him, trying to escape the body.
Yeah, nope, not gonna fly. I'm absolutely attacking all of that.
And with that, a single final stab of Agnes ends the traitor Bradley. The
I'll say-
only man who might have known where the actual heir to Denza is.
Oh fuck.
Maybe. Who knows?
We don't know that.
Claymore
maybe
pulls
Ilvisar knows.
Agnes out of this body, and he just kind of sighs and he looks around. He goes, "I fucking hate this place."
It's not. It ain't very much better up underneath the ground. So, but which point of order is the sun out?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
you're fine. For right now, you're fine.
Okay.
You haven't been out in it for too long.
Okay.
Tyler looks around at everyone and he's like, "There's shit going on. We need to get somewhere safe and talk to some people." And he's gonna like scoop up what remains of Bradley and like throw him over his shoulder.
What's that?
Edmund just
Buddy, he
picks
might
him
have
up
keep-
as you go to do that. Just picks him up and puts him on his shoulder.
Nice.
What's up, Syphina?
I was gonna say, loot the body. He might have something on him.
Oh, we have the whole body. Well, yeah. Can we
I know.
walk
So
and
I
loot?
was like,
Yeah, I mean, you have the whole body.
Oh, real quick. I suggest. Does anyone have a blanket or anything in their inventory that we don't just walk around with his body like that?
Bedroll.
Oh, bedroll. Yeah. I mean, Sip doesn't want to use his.
I
Fuck
have
it,
a
you know?
blanket if I need to.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a blanket
Okay.
and a bedroll, that'd be
I
nice.
do have a.
Okay.
I have a blanket.
Turn the bedroll into a body bag.
Essentially, something just to cover it up so it doesn't look like we have the captain of the guard here.
What are you, a 2009 emo band?
All right, we need to find someplace safe, and I'm pretty sure undead are either coming from under the ground or at the walls or both. And I'm tired. This is not a good day.
The undead probably aren't going to come until Callister wants them to come, especially if the artifact wasn't what was keeping them out.
How do you know that again?
Because the artifact told me.
You talk to artifacts now. He looks over to Zoe after he says
Just that one.
It's not
Look-
that uncommon.
It's not that uncommon. It's just artifacts.
Just seeing everybody kind of like getting ready to leave. Edmund's first instinct would to like tell everyone to head back to Ilvisar's, unless he was told
Yeah.
differently.
No, that's fine.
Would Bradley fit in a bag of holding?
Oh yeah. If you really wanted to work on shoving him in a bag of holding, 100%.
Oh wow.
I mean, I like it.
By the
but not-
way,
no one has to-
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of
I don't
hold
think
it
we
open.
got your. I don't think we've got your name, new person. I don't think What's your name?
Oh, it's Edmund. Just call me Ed.
Oh.
Ed Stonecrag.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Syphina.
Oh, yeah, I know who you are.
What
And
is
kind of
that
like
supposed
pans
to
around
mean?
and sees. Oh, Ilazar gave me a whole bunch of descriptions of y'all, so I'm not very good with remembering things, so I have to pick up on cues where I can.
I see. Interesting. So, Eldazai's house we're going to? He's gonna hate us. Again.
Well, it's probably the best option considering the cavern was attacked.
Yes, let's not talk about that.
It was, oh. Well, there goes my bedroll.
You all head back to Ilvasar's home, and when you approach, as you approach, his home is still somewhat in shambles. It's like half repaired, as he is staring at his house. Well, it's a good thing magic can solve a lot of problems. It turns around. Oh, but I have great news, advantageous news, everyone.
Really?
We're here to fuck up your
Yeah,
house
we-
again.
Oh, of course you are.
Is it better news than the fact that Bradley was a traitor?
Well, that ruins my day more.
Sorry. Had to
I'm a
let you know
little
that.
more concerned now. My good news might be bad news.
Oh no.
What?
Lovely.
Look, it's not a competition.
I don't mean to compete with you over bad news. I was actually trying to tell you good news, but
Oh, what's good news?
we got a message from Varkos over in Runeswick. Amongst some of the travelers that have taken refuge there, we found a man with the birthmark of the royal family. Bad news is Bradley knew about it, and if he was a traitor, I'm sure Callister knows about it.
Okay, so we really need to kill Callister now. And find that
I
kid.
can
And find the kid.
send a message to what's his name and tell him to protect the kid at all cost.
Oh, that has
I'm
already been
pretty
very
sure
much
that would-
included.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Just making sure.
it is the
And
new
well,
king.
well, maybe I should let him know that. Maybe I should let him know that not to trust anybody from Bradley. Anybody Bradley might.
Well,
we might
I mean,
come
has
to be looking for Bradley.
did Bradley escape?
No.
No, he's dead.
No, we got him right here, and I point out Zoe's bag.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will
that's-
dump his body onto the floor.
That's amazing news. That's actually very good news, because now we get to know if he's actually said anything. As he leans down and casts Speak with Dead, as Bradley gets up.
Have you guys seen the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? I don't know why. Not you. Ilvasar will gesture to you all. I cast the spell. You can ask him the questions, unless you want me to do it, I guess.
I'm gonna look at everybody like, what do you plan on this?
Can I make
So
an
how many
intelligence
questions
check, DM?
Yeah.
For what?
With a perfect fucking question to ask.
That's more on you, bro.
20, 30.
That's on you.
Does Callister know about the air?
I know he knows about the air.
No, we don't.
Yes.
Fuck. Now we know for sure.
Well, I guess you have 2 more questions.
Okay, guys. I'm going to pull everybody aside real quick. Look, we're going to be very, very smart with
You're
these
an
next.
asshole, Bradley. Break my home and you're still a traitor. Kicks him. At least you had the decency to build half my home back.
Did
Go
you
ahead.
Oh, guys, do you think I should ask him if he planted any traps in Ildasar's house or something? I feel like Ildasar would give. No, okay, yeah, let's maybe he'll figure out on his own.
Maybe he
Maybe
knows
he
what
knows
Callister's
where
plan is.
Callister is.
God fucking damn, I'm supposed to be the smart one here.
I do want to know where his book
No,
is.
you have proven not to be already multiple times.
Well, I mean, what do you
Well,
want to
no,
ask?
blew up half the fucking countryside.
Trevor looks at the rest of the party. He's like,
You say that in
"Where the
character?
artifact is to actually protect this place from the undead."
Yeah. What did you say, Edmund?
Did Edmund hear Kain say they've wiped out an entire countryside?
I mean, he did like look at Sif and say that. So
He just looks at Syphina, looks at Kain, and looks at Ilvisar and just cocks his head.
What group did you put me with?
If Syphina sees that, she's just gonna shrug.
Kain just kind of raises his hands, is like,
Well, it's
Syphina and Kain are just doing the same thing.
help me for later, I guess.
Now, Trevor, what did you say?
Trevor looks at the rest of the party. He's like, "What about where the actual artifact is that's protecting the city from the undead?"
I love that question.
there's not one.
There's not one.
I want
There
to
is not
know.
one.
Okay.
Okay, we need to know
The-
where
the
Callister is and
artifact-
if the plan is. But what happened to the artifact that we brought and all that stuff? You know.
Well, if it was given to Bradley, I would assume Callister now.
Hell no. Hell no, Pat. You smiling like that, legally you have to tell us.
Good question.
We were saying this very quietly. Let me reiterate.
It's a great question. I'll tell you that.
But what I just asked.
I mean, Kain did say that since we gave it to Bradley, I assume Callister already has it.
You can assume all you want. Also, everything has been a great question. So ask one of them. Ask two of them, I guess. Feel free. Speak your mind on what questions you need to ask.
Hey, DM, I have a question.
You also.
Is it for the dead body or for the DM?
It's for the DM, but it's...
Oh, okay.
Is that the same artifact that Alfred made? Or was a part of?
No.
Okay,
No.
just making sure.
Yeah, it's a different one.
No, totally different. The other question is like if Shield if Bradley knows anything about Callister's plan of attack. That'll be the other question.
Well, go ahead and
That's a
ask
really
away.
good
What
question.
would it be? But what would it be? We can't say, hey, do you know what it is? You say yes.
What is Callister's plan of attack?
I honestly think finding out where Callister is.
There's two questions.
More important.
I'm gonna say this right now. We know Callister thinks one step ahead, or whatever the fuck like that. I'm pretty sure he saw Bradley dying. Maybe finding out his full plans, it would help, but I think he might already change them.
Well, he doesn't have that ability anymore. He doesn't have that.
Just
beholder
depends
thing.
on how far ahead he saw. He saw so far ahead of you guys taking the mines and his home, and even being at the tavern.
Maybe we make this a little more specific. Ask the thing about how we are going to ask the thing, and I'm not asking a question. Let me just reiterate for anybody that's listening. Maybe where he is and about the artifact, or I'm not saying what, or other two questions are we ask. No question mark. I say
Are
quietly
you
to the rest.
ask?
No, I ask. No, I don't ask.
Trevor just shakes his head, looks at Bradley's corpse, and he goes, "Where is Callister Black right now?"
Mountain child.
And he looks at the rest of the party, and he again, very quietly to them, goes, do we want to know if he has the artifact, or do we want to know what his plan of attack is?
I'm sure he has
I
the
say
artifact.
plan of attack.
What is Callister Black's plan of attack? He turns around and looks back to Bradley.
The body wiggles and kind of shakes, and then plan I was told was you all thought I wouldn't know. This fool would die easily.
Fuck. I
You
I don't
are-
have counterspell.
All doomed. Think I would leave town not littered with parasites. Runeswick will fall. The heir is mine. And I will rule Denza and all lands. Try to stop me, you insolent children.
Can I put an arrow through its mouth?
Falls over. Ilvasar's just like, I mean, after that he was gonna die again. I'm not really.
I know, but I was tired of hearing his voice. I'm really.
But it sounds like he's
really
trying to
sick
go
of
back to
people talking to me
Runeswick.
today.
The artifact that I activated kills any of those undead creatures when they're inside of it. So how does that? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I mean,
It's just different.
He managed to corrupt one. Maybe he's gonna try to corrupt that one.
Agnes speaks up.
He has to.
I mean, I don't really think that he needs to necessarily kill it with undead. Didn't he take a bunch of soldiers?
Nice to
Oh,
see
that's
you're awake
very
again,
true.
Agnes.
Yeah, sorry. It was a really long rest. What did I miss? Y'all look real fucked up. Fuck, this place looks
A
fucked up.
lot of shit.
You
That
missed
is
a
the
lot.
last time you get to talk to Syphina unaccompanied.
Is that Bradley?
Yeah,
It
he was a
was.
traitor.
Damn.
Okay. So,
I hope you all know that, like, there's a weirdly divine energy that was born just a moment ago.
Yeah, that tracks.
Something celestial
Can I say anything?
was. Can you what?
can I sense anything?
No.
I've been distracted.
No. Yeah. He just kind of goes, yeah, it's a moment ago. Something sparked with a bit of divine energy. It was weird. Like,
Yeah, I
Just
will.
kinda woke me
I'll
up.
bring you up to speed on that here in a little bit.
oh,
And he's
awesome.
gonna look at Ilvasar and he's gonna be like, "You need to evacuate this city."
Where to?
I would say Runswick, but given what we've just learned, I'm not entirely sure that's safe.
Oh, well,
I mean, it's a safer option than here, as there's nothing currently keeping the undead out.
didn't the body just say something about littering the people here with the parasite?
I was just going to say,
Shit.
Yeah.
oh fearless leader, not to put a hole in that, but how are we going to evacuate a whole city? I'm pretty sure we're going to get people that don't want to leave.
I mean, there are still some of Bradley's men that are actually loyal to the kingdom. I could maybe talk to them.
But wouldn't they see that maybe
Right now.
a little heretical, tyrannical or whatever, just being thrown out your
I-
house?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, bro. Look, I'm a wizard, okay? That's what
I'm
I
a
do.
wizard, okay?
We do magic things. I don't do political things. It's generally, I try to stay out of it.
I cast Mage Hand after he says that.
You, what do you need me to do? I'm not really big on fighting. I can do a few things, but I'm more about studying things, and I may be a decently well-learned wizard, but again, studying is more my forte. I don't practice much offensive magic. So, do you want me to evacuate the people? I would have to try to, or do you want to leave them all here and hope that they don't die. I don't know what you want me to do.
Elstar, I need you to stay alive. If you want the child to be saved, it depends on you as well.
I want the child to be saved?
If you do, if we want it to be saved, and because it will bring about a bountiful time if it is saved. And you're the only one that can raise it to do that.
What?
Congratulations, you're a father.
All right, so I need to go to the child.
What?
As it is, but then take its seed and bring it to you, and you will go someplace magical area, and you will plant the seed. And you will raise it in a good way, and then it will bring forth a bountiful time.
Sounds like a lot of getting involved. Sounds like a lot of getting involved.
Child support.
Everyone looks around like the busted house and motions to the city that's
You're kind of already
taking
pretty
a lot of
involved.
damage. He's like, yeah, you're already involved in this, Bulbasaur. If you want Denza to survive, you need to be involved.
Well,
So
fine.
evacuate.
If I'm going to be involved, then I'm going to have a say in this situation.
Of course.
I say you take Edmund with you. He's my replacement for you for taking Oscar away. He's a good man. He will need your help. Like I said before, he will need your help in time. He is also dealing with issues. But he's offered to assist all of you for as long as you need him. Think of him as a new party member. But from now, I believe you need to go to Callister directly. I can cast a momentary teleportation to get you to the foothills of the mountain. I don't really know my way. I've never seen anything past that, so I can't get you any closer.
That's fine. That still shaves off, what, 2 days
Several
of the
days
journey?
of travel.
In the meantime, do we want to keep everybody here or not?
I will take care of that. If I'm involved, then leave that to me. I will make the decision.
Alright.
Alright, so if we're leaving now, is there anything do we have any potions or anything? Because I'm quite tired, and if I'm going to be facing Callister Black, I need all my magic.
Trick?
Well, it is a trick.
Whoa.
Whoa, they kicked everybody out.
Yeah.
Everybody all back?
Me.
Yeah.
We're still recording?
Yeah. Are we? I think. Yeah. Okay. All right. Picking back up in 3, 2, 1. Well, Trick just goes. All of my stuff has been burned. I don't really have anything. I do have. I guess reaches into a pouch. Well, it didn't get smashed. One greater health potion. Hands it to Sif.
I'm gonna hand it to Syphina.
I'll stay here with Ilvasar and help him. Be safe, Sif. I don't have the luck to bring you back like you did me. But I will try.
Don't worry about me.
She smiles and gives you a hug.
He's gonna hug her back and not for my friends. He doesn't say that.
Trevor
oh, yeah,
just kind of
sorry,
looks at Sif. He's like, you brought her back?
And with that, we'll end the session.
What are you looking at right there?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out all we have. Don't forget to watch our Out of the Abyss that comes out every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And we'll see you guys next Thursday. Same time, same place. Love you all. Bye.
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 Hey adventurers, thanks for tuning in. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to give some love to your bards.